Once upon a time, a king and queen lived in a land where the sun shone brightly and laughter flowed freely, more than anything else in the world. They dreamed of having a child. Their dreams came true when a beautiful baby girl was born, with eyes as blue as the summer sky and hair like spun gold. They named her Aurora, which means sunrise, because her birth brought so much joy to the kingdom. The king threw a great feast and invited everyone to share in his happiness. He invited 7 special fairies. Each fairy had a magical gift and they showered Aurora with blessings. One gifted her with beauty, another with kindness, a third her love of music, and so on until Aurora was endowed with all the wonderful qualities a princess can have. But before the last fairy could grant her gift, a wicked fairy named Maleficent, who wasn't invited, stormed into the room. Furious at being excluded, since I wasn't welcome, she cackled in the voice of a screeching owl, "I'm going to put a curse on your precious princess." With a flick of her bony wrist, she cursed Aurora. On her 16th birthday, Maleficent declared, Aurora will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and fall into a deep sleep. The kind fairies were horrified. They couldn't reverse the curse entirely, but they could soften it. Instead of death, Aurora would sleep for 100 years waiting for a true love's kiss to awaken her. The king and queen were heartbroken. To protect Aurora from the curse, they issued a decree: all the spinning wheels in the kingdom, from the most magnificent in the castle to the simplest in the houses, were to be hidden or destroyed. Many years passed. Aurora grew into a curious and friendly young woman, with a laugh as sweet as a melody. She loved exploring the beautiful gardens around the castle, spending time with her furry friends and learning fascinating things from her wise teachers. But sometimes a sense of longing filled her heart. While the castle walls surrounded her, she always wondered what the world beyond looked like. A few days before her 16th birthday, Aurora discovered a secret room filled with forgotten treasures. In the center was a huge device, unlike anything she had ever seen before. It had a large wheel and a pedal, and there was something strangely captivating about it. It was, of course, the forbidden spinning wheel. Overcome with curiosity, Aurora reached out and gently touched the spindle. Suddenly, a sharp pain shot through her finger. The kind fairies, who always watched over her, arrived just in time to see her face pale and her body falls limp. The curse had taken hold. The fairies used their magic to cast a sleeping spell on everyone in the castle, including themselves. This way, they wouldn't be lonely while Aurora slept. Around the castle, a thick forest began to grow, its thorny branches hiding the castle and everyone inside from the outside world. 100 years passed. Legends about Sleeping Beauty and the enchanted castle became mere whispers in the wind. Then, one brave prince, lost while hunting in the woods, stumbled upon the thorny wall surrounding the castle. Driven by curiosity, he slashed his way through the tangled vines with his trusty sword. Inside the forest, everything seemed frozen in time. The trees stood still, no birds chirped, and an eerie silence hung in the air. He cautiously entered the castle, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. Everything inside the castle was exactly as it had been 100 years ago. A forgotten feast laid out on a table, clothes neatly hung on a rack, and books left open halfway through reading. The prince walked from room to room, mesmerized by this strange world, until he reached a beautiful chamber. Bathed in the soft glow of the moon, there she was, Princess Aurora, asleep on a plush bed. Even after 100 years, her beauty remained breathtaking. The prince, enchanted by her delicate features, leaned down and gently kissed her forehead. As his lips touched hers, a spark of magic flickered through the air. The sleeping spell broke. Aurora's eyes fluttered open, and she looked at the handsome stranger with confusion. She had no idea who he was or where she was. The prince explained what had happened, the curse, the sleeping spell, and the 100 years that had passed in the blink of an eye. Aurora was understandably bewildered. But as she listened to the prince speak, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. He seemed kind and trustworthy. Together, they walked out of the castle, hand in hand. As they emerged from the forest, the sunlight, like a warm hug, awakened the rest of the kingdom. People woke up from their peaceful slumbers, stretching and rubbing their sleepy eyes. They were confused at first, but as their eyes adjusted and they saw Princess Aurora, alive and well, a wave of joy washed over them. Cheers erupted, tears of happiness flowed freely, and everyone rushed to embrace the princess they had loved and missed for so long. The king and queen, overcome with relief and happiness, threw a celebration unlike any other. The entire kingdom danced under the starlit sky, music filled the air, and laughter echoed through the castle walls. Aurora and the prince, who had fallen in love during their conversations after her awakening, shared a special dance, their connection growing stronger with every step. The curse was broken, love had triumphed, and the kingdom thrived once more. Aurora, with her kindness and the prince's bravery, ruled the land with wisdom and compassion. But wait! There are many more enchanting stories out there waiting to be discovered. Would you like to hear about another magical adventure next time? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting stories.